So first thing you need to do is mix it up. Then you need to find the side with the logo on it, which is typically white. So what we're going to do is we're going to solve the white cross first. So you're going to look around the cube for a piece with white on it, a side piece with white on it. This corner wouldn't work because we're solving the white cross, and corners cannot go in the middle like that. So I've got a white piece. You look at the other side, what color it has on it. In this case, it's blue. So you put it under the blue center and rotate 180 degrees to get to the top. Now in this case, the white is not on the white side. So you need to, for this, rotate it 90 degrees, 90 degrees, and rotate it back. So the blue is over the blue center. Then you find another piece with white on it. So I've got this red piece here. So normally, or sometimes you might find it like on the bottom here with the white on the bottom, red in the middle. And you have to match it under the center that this color is. Not the white, but the red. So once I've got it under the red center, I would rotate it 180 degrees, and I've got it on the top. So blue center, red center. Same for green. And then here, if I put the orange under the orange center and rotate it 180 degrees, it's not, the white cross isn't solved because the white needs to be up here. So here what I would do is rotate it 180 degrees. But instead of doing that, because that replaces this piece, you rotate the top. So then you can rotate it up and then bring it over again. And then you got the white cross solved. Double check to see that all the pieces are over the appropriate centers. So then we're going to solve the rest of the white face. So you look up at the top, find a corner with white on it. And I've got a corner with white on it. And it goes between the green and orange centers. So here's green and orange and white because it's got white on the top. So it goes right here. So I'm going to show you a very important step of moves that you'll need to solve the rest of the cube. Right side up, rotate it clockwise. Right side down, counterclockwise. Right side up, clockwise. Right side down, counterclockwise. So just practice that a couple times until you've got it down. Then another set of moves is that, but with the left hand. So left side up, counterclockwise. Left side down, clockwise. Left side up, counterclockwise. Left side down, clockwise. So again, practice that a couple of times until you got it. This is a weird cube. It's a little hard to turn. So again, I've got the corner with white, orange, and green above where it's supposed to go. And I'm going to do the right hand 4 moves on it until it's solved. So here it's solved. You got orange, green, and white. So then you find another corner with white on it. It's above this corner right here. And that's where it's supposed to go because it's got green, red, and white on it. Green, red, and white centers. So just do the right hand 4 moves on it until it's solved. In this case, it was completely solved as soon as I did the right hand 4 moves on it. Now, in some cases, it might be like, or hold on. So if it's facing you, I usually just turn the cube and do the left hand 4 moves on it, and that solves it immediately. If it's on top, just do the right hand 4 moves, or left hand 4 moves for that matter, until it's solved. Here I've got it on another white corner above where it's supposed to go. Do the right hand 4 moves on it. Then I've got the other corner, and since it's facing, if I was going to do the right hand 4 moves on it, it would take longer. And since it's facing me, I would do the left hand 4 moves. So next we're going to put the corners where they're supposed to go. or the sides where they're supposed to go. So you want to take this and put it here. In order to do that, you're going to, like, say it starts over here. You're going to find the color, find first where it goes between the orange and blue centers. So right here. And then you match it over the color that has the side facing you has on it. So you'd match it over in this case, the orange center instead of the blue center. So then you rotate it, since it needs to go to the right, you rotate it to the left. Then do the right hand 4 moves on it, left hand 4 moves on it. And it's in place. So do that for all the rest of the corners. So I've got another red and blue corner. And since it needs to go to the left, I turn it to the right, since it's matched. I've matched this with this color. I've matched the red with the red. And since it needs to go in between the red and blue centers, it needs to go to the left. So I turn it to the right. Then I do the left hand 4 moves on it first. And then there's one more here. Or I guess 2 more. So this one is not in the right spot. It needs to come over here. But it's already down here. So in this case, I would just find this piece. Not specifically this piece. It could be another piece, but it's fastest just to use this piece since it needs to go here anyways. So you're going to move it to the right since it needs to go to the left. And then you've got this piece here. Move it to the right. So here you've got the bottom 2 layers solved. And all that needs solved is top. Well, next you're going to work on the white cross, or sorry, yellow cross. Then you're going to solve the yellow corners. So if it's got like an L shape that you see here, you're going to hold that at the top left. And you're going to do these moves on it. You're going to turn it to the right, turn the front to the right. Make sure this is on the left, top left. Then you're going to do the right hand 4 moves on it. And do it. And see you have a bar here. When you have a bar, make sure to hold it horizontal to you, not vertical. Because it'll mess up if you hold it vertical. So if it's a bar, you turn it the front to the right again. Right hand 4 moves on it. Then you undo it. So I've got the yellow cross solved. Now you try to match it up with as many corners as possible, as many colors as possible. It'll either match up with 2 or all of them. So in this case, I've got it matched up with these 2 corners, the green, orange, and blue. So hold these. It'll be either on the opposite side or like this. If it's just on the opposite side of the other one, just do this operation from anywhere. But if they're right beside each other, hold one at the right and one at the back. Then you're going to move this side up. Move this pair of pieces, pay attention to this pair, over to the left. Bring it down, to the left, up, and then put it all the way back in. And that should solve it for you. Now, if you had the sides across from each other, you do that twice, and it will solve. So now you're going to look for a corner that is in between, like here it's got to go between the yellow, green, and red centers. You look for one that is in between the centers that it's supposed to go in. And in this case, there's not. So you're just going to do this from anywhere. You're going to right side, rotate the right side clockwise, right side up, counterclockwise, left side up, clockwise, right side down, counterclockwise, left side down. Now, as you see, I've got this piece where it's supposed to go. Now, that does not mean that it's solved, because this still needs to be rotated. Also, it may not look solved. If you'll just notice if it's between like the centers that it's supposed to go in. Doesn't necessarily look solved, but it's where it's supposed to go. So you're going to hold this at the front right. Then you're going to do that all over again. until all the other pieces are where they're supposed to go. So this one just happened to fall in place, solved. So you're not going to have to mess with this one, but all of the rest of these, you will. So sometimes they'll all be solved after that step, or 2 solved. Never just 1 solved, though. Never just 3 solved. So 1's all unsolved. But what you're going to do, you're going to flip the cube over, and then take one of these pieces, do the right-hand 4 moves on it until it's solved. Then you're going to turn the bottom on 90 degrees, not the whole cube, or that'll mess things up. Turn the bottom 90 degrees, right-hand 4 moves on it until it's solved. Then 90 degrees again, and do the right-hand 4 moves on it until it's solved. So all the layers are solved, you just need to match it with the right side. There you go. The Rubik's Cube is completely solved.